Alright, we're going to solve just one-step equations that have some fractions in it. So we've been working on our fractions, so this will be not too bad. We'll just have to kind of recognize what we're doing. So this first example, we have 7 equals 2/9 plus k. We're trying to get k alone, which means whatever is on the same side as k has to go to the other side. We are adding a 2/9, so the opposite of adding 2/9 is going to be to subtract 2/9. So we will subtract 2/9 from both sides. Those cancel, so we have k alone. Now we just have to do this math over here. You have a 7, I'm going to write it a little bit differently, minus a 2/9. So you had a 7 and you were subtracting a 2/9. So now we have to do subtraction with fractions. So it's helpful if you make both of your numbers that you're subtracting a fraction. When you are adding or subtracting fractions, you need a common denominator. So between a 1 and a 9, 9 will be your least common denominator. So we have to get the 1 up to 9. So we can multiply both sides by 9. 9 times 7 is 63/9 minus 2/9. And then you keep your common denominator, and 63 minus 2 is 61. And then you want to look to see if 61/9 will reduce, which it does not. So k is equal to 61/9. So again, we just approach that like we would any solving equation. And these are just one step, so they're not going to get too complicated. The thing you want to look out for is you're going to have to do some fraction work. So are you adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing your fractions? Alright, so our next equation, we have n minus 3/8 equals 1/6. You find your variable. Here's n. We are subtracting a 3/8. We're going to do the opposite of that. So we're going to add 3/8 to both sides. Negative 3/8 plus 3/8 cancels, so you do have n alone. And then now we have to worry about how are we going to do this math over here. Because it's fractions, we tend to write this horizontally, so you have 1/6 plus 3/8. And you do want to write it in the order. Whatever this fraction is that was part of the equation will always be the first one. Then you're adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing to that value. Alright, this is an addition problem. To add fractions, you need a common denominator. So you look at your 6 and your 8. Smallest number that they both fit into is going to be 24. We'll multiply 6 times 4 to get it up to 24. So you have 4/24. Plus, we can multiply these by 3. So you have 9/24. Keep your common denominator. And then 4 plus 9 is 13. And 13/24 is not going to reduce, so we have n equals 13/24. And there you go.